Welcome back, fight fans! Nothing is more satisfying than watching an overconfident fighter get humbled in the ring. Combat sports are built on skill, discipline, and respect, but some fighters throw all that out the window. In today's video, we're diving into some of the most brutal humblings in combat sports history, where cocky fighters learn the hard way that the fight game has no mercy. Let's get into it. Greg Jackson had a rough start in his fight against Cornelius Whitlock, getting outboxed early and even knocked down in the second round. Whitlock was controlling the fight, using his speed and movement to frustrate Jackson. But Jackson wasn't about to go down without a fight. He started using his reach better, controlling the distance and finding his rhythm. Meanwhile, Whitlock got a little too confident, even throwing in a quick dance after landing a big shot, thinking he had the fight in the bag. Jackson's corner gave him some straight up advice. Throw more jabs, don't just stand in front of this guy. Stay sharp and get back to the pocket. And Jackson listened. In the third round, he came out aggressive, trapping Whitlock in the corner and unloading a relentless series of punches. The referee had no choice but to step in and stop the fight. What a turnaround. From almost getting stopped in round 2 to finishing the fight in round 3. Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, the self-proclaimed superior humbled. Mike Tyson's later career was full of controversy, but his trash talk before facing Lennox Lewis was next level. He called himself Homo Superior and vowed to destroy Lewis. But there was one problem. Lewis wasn't intimidated. Tyson came out swinging, trying to overwhelm Lewis early, but as the fight went on, Lewis took over, landing punishing jabs and crushing right hands. By the 8th round, Tyson was done. One final right hand sent him down, and the ref stopped the fight. Tyson, once the most feared man in boxing, was left humbled on the canvas.
By a tremendous amount of punishment.
In 2010, Edison Miranda faced Lucian Butte in a highly anticipated fight. After a rough start, losing the first 2 rounds and getting rocked by several clean headshots, Miranda tried to play it off, dropping his hands and taunting to show he wasn't hurt, but that strategy backfired. Butte stayed composed, working Miranda's body and keeping control of the fight. Meanwhile, Miranda's corner seemed tense, knowing their fighter had power but needed a better game plan.
As Miranda, different things are going to come in. He's trying different things.
Then, in a moment that changed everything, Butte took full advantage of Miranda's lowered guard. He launched a vicious left uppercut that landed flush, sending Miranda crashing face first to the canvas. That was it. Miranda, who had been trying to clown around, never saw the shot coming. The knockout was sudden, brutal, and silenced any attempt at showboating. 1 second he was taunting, next he was out cold.
Figuring just to get away from a punch, but he put his head right into an uppercut.
Dmitry Kudryashov versus Fernando Rodriguez. The pillow joke backfires. Sometimes, pre-fight mind games go horribly wrong. Before their exhibition bout, Fernando Rodriguez handed Dmitry Kudryashov a pillow, implying he'd be putting him to sleep. When the fight started, Rodriguez kept taunting Kudryashov until the Russian had enough. With one perfectly timed punch, Rodriguez was out cold, crumpled on the mat, and completely unconscious. Turns out he was the one who needed that pillow. In January 2007, Kelly Pavlik stepped into the ring against Jose Luis Zertuche in a fight that quickly turned into a lesson in humility. Zertuche came in full of confidence, constantly raising his hands, taunting Pavlik and acting like he couldn't be hurt. But Pavlik wasn't playing games. He gradually took control of the fight, using his jab to set up power shots.
But from what we've seen so far, it seemed Morgatti would be nice. Maybe if he stepped on the gas a little bit in the last round, he could have gotten Zertuche out of there.
At some points, he believes he has deserved a shot at a title, quote-unquote, name.
Zertuche's cockiness caught up with him in the 6th round when Pavlik landed a brutal left-right combination that sent him crashing to the canvas. Zertuche got up, but he didn't seem to learn his lesson. Later in the fight, Pavlik sealed the deal with a vicious 4-punch combination that knocked Zertuche out cold. The referee stepped in, and it was over. Pavlik's patience and precision paid off, proving once again that taunting the wrong fighter can come back to haunt you. Karma hit hard, and Zertuche learned that the hard way.
I'm the best that ever did it. I'm asthmatic, 2-time heavyweight champion, and that's mine for Saturday night. Ain't nothing can happen. Ain't nothing. He can't beat me. I already died 10 times. Take it easy, daddy. Take it easy, daddy. Take it easy, daddy. You know I don't play that.
Shannon Briggs versus Vitaly Klitschko. Big mouth, bigger beating. Shannon Briggs knew he wasn't going to outbox Klitschko, so he tried to get in his head instead. He heckled him, stalked him, and even interrupted his meals, yelling, "Let's go, champ!" at every opportunity. But when fight night came, Klitschko let his fist do the talking.
Wollte er sich dann ein bisschen da aus der... Und da kann man die...
For 12 rounds, Briggs took a brutal beating, eating flush right hands over and over. By the final bell, he was barely standing. The result? Briggs was so badly injured, he had to be rushed to the hospital. His body broken, his spirit shattered, and his trash talk silenced. In a celebrity boxing showdown, rapper DTG faced off against RXU member and X Factor winner Miles Stevenson.
Where you at? Huh?
Man,
Where you at, son? Where you at? Huh? Where you at? Where you at?
You already know what's happening tomorrow,
What's
man.
happening? Tell me what's happening.
You'll see, man.
Oh, you ain't nothing. You're getting crumbled, mate. Folded like a deck chair.
Look me in my eyes.
Folded.
Look me in my eyes.
What am I doing? Folded. That's what's happening. Yeah? Ironed clean up.
The build-up was intense, with RXU talking a big game in pre-fight interviews, confidently predicting he'd fold DTG like a deck chair. He even joked about celebrating with a Domino's pizza after his quick victory, but once the fight started, things didn't go as planned. RXU came out aggressive, using his reach to try and overwhelm DTG early. DTG, however, stayed composed, moving well and picking his shots. As the fight went on, RXU started to gas out, his early confidence turning into clear signs of exhaustion.
Nervous energy in the debut. That was a swing from him. Absolutely. Man, he's got 4-3 minutes. I mean, a lot of people might think that's not a lot of time, but at heavyweight, that's a decent amount of time. I mean, don't talk to arms though. Nice 1-2 to the body from DTG. And then a big right hand.
There are some...
Then came the turning point. DTG landed a clean 1-2 combo that sent RXU down. While RXU managed to beat the count, the damage was done. DTG stayed patient, waited for his moment, and in the later rounds, he unleashed a massive right hand that rocked RXU and left him stumbling. With RXU unable to continue, the ref stepped in and stopped the fight. DTG walked away with the win, while RXU was left eating his words instead of his pizza. In August 2021, former world light welterweight champion Ivan Baranchyk stepped into the ring against Montana Love in what many expected to be a competitive fight. Baranchyk, known for his tough guy persona, tried to get under Love's skin before the fight, throwing insults and promising a knockout.
Oh, night, Ivan the Beast Baranchyk, too pretty Montana Love.
Guys, if you wanna see the real fight, I will show you. I will show you the real fight, and I will knock him out.
But once the bell rang, it was a completely different story. Love was in total control from the start, using his speed, precision, and slick counterpunching to make Baranchyk miss badly. While Baranchyk kept loading up on big shots, Love stayed calm, picking him apart with sharp counters.
This fight is an interesting one because Love wants to get in the seconds and try and repeat 3 combined knockdowns, which is kid stuff compared to 18 punches. And that's what Love wants. He wants... There's a nice check hook by...
Then in the 7th round, Love sealed the deal with a brutal knockout, putting Baranchyk down and out. What was supposed to be a back-and-forth battle turned into a one-sided masterclass, with Love proving he was levels ahead and leaving the cocky Baranchyk with nothing but regret. Finally, karma never misses time and time again. We've seen fighters let their egos get the best of them, only to be brought back down to earth in the most brutal way possible. Which of these knockouts was your favorite? And who do you think is the biggest showboater in combat sports history? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fight breakdowns.